Hey guys, welcome to Wild Hope Homestead. Angus and I, it's a school day off today, so Angus is helping me out with some work in the garden.
Little wee one for Scarlet.
Yeah. Angus is digging out some carrots. Got some really
and
nice...
a little wee one for me.
nice big long ones in there. We need to sow more carrots in this bed. It's really good for growing carrots, isn't it? It grows very good carrots, so we want to do them in here again. Just got to get all the carrots harvested and the weeds out. The sunflowers are bending over at the top, so I need to tie them to the fence a bit more. At least we can see the colours a bit better. Hello, little bee. Welcome. Just realised the raspberries are coming back into fruit again. Thanks, buddy. Yum.
I noticed that, I think 1 week ago.
1 week ago?
Yeah.
Have you been just eating them yourself?
No.
Oh. Do you notice that they were starting to get red?
Yep.
Ah, okay. I've got to make sure I get it pruned this time after they finish fruiting. I didn't get to do it last year. So there are lots of old dead canes in there and really long ones that didn't get pruned back in summer. It's hard knowing what to do at the moment because there are so many things to do. So every time I'm in the garden I'm rattling things up in my head that need doing. So just trying to choose what the most important things are and just do a little bit more each day. I got the sunflowers tied up at the top. Oh, that's hard to see, it's getting rather bright. There we go. I only had 3 come up, 2 red ones and 1 yellow one along there. I'm not sure what happened to the rest of the others. Well, actually I am, they would have got eaten by slugs and snails. So Angus has helped me to get this carrot bed weeded out, which is excellent. It's got a few leeks left in there, 2 pepper plants and a whole bunch of little tiny celeries. I'd left a celery plant to go to seed down the end. And we've got little forests of celery, which is pretty cool. Not that we need anywhere near that celery. Much celery, but it won't all survive anyway, so I might as well leave it. Hopefully it will help stop weeds coming through. But we've also got a lot of evidence of a rat back over here, which is not good. Digging a tunnel in our garden bed. Down here and then back under through the old tunnel under the raspberry bed. We've got a trap box sitting there, but it's gone full of dirt, so we need to get that fixed up and reset. We also need to do some more harvesting beans, peas. We did some cucumbers, ground cherries, tomatoes. I think those are the ones that we need to harvest right now. Most of these lettuces that I left to go to seed have finished, dried off and finished seeding, so I'm pulling those out. I'll shake off if there are any kind of seed heads left on there. I'll put those in the compost. The thing with leaving things to go to seed is you kind of need to make sure you keep your beds topped up with compost, otherwise you lose seedlings. So I had a lot of tatsoi in here that was self-seeding, but since we had to top the bed up with a bunch of compost, we probably lost a lot of those seeds under that layer. I got a bit weeded at this end of the cucumber bed. This bed is the weediest in the raised bed gardens because it didn't get a very thick layer of mulch put on it. It was the first one I did, and I was just kind of using what mulch I had before I got more, and also because I had cucumber seeds sowed straight in there, I didn't want to put too much on top of them. And then I forgot to add more mulch to it because I was thinking it was done. So a lot of weeds have come through, but I'll have to finish that another day. I have to try really hard not to get frustrated with myself at the moment because I can't do everything or even very much at all, but every little thing I do helps. It's easier for me to hope in the future than to hope in the now, and today I can quite easily get frustrated with my circumstances or lack of abilities or things sometimes. I can't do everything, but I know I can't do everything, but I can still easily get down on myself for not being able to do as much as I think, or just because things aren't going the way I want them to. So I have to consciously choose to hope in today, to be thankful for what I have been able to get done and for what I have around me, and to know that it's all helping in the long run. It's all helping. Everything productive and wise that I choose to do today is all helping towards the future. And as I walk out the gate, I choose to put my last glance on what we have done rather than what still needs doing. Have you got some peas? Is it a pea snack? It's harvesting time, or munching time. I'm harvesting ground cherries off the ground. Funnily enough, they're ready when they fall to the ground and are dry. They're these little yellow, sort of light yellow things. They kind of taste slightly pineapple-y, or slightly like feijoas, slightly like something else. But they're quite nice for snacks. What do you think they taste like? The ground cherry. What are you eating? Apple. Okay. What do you think the ground cherries taste like? Kind of like their own thing, really. They're very similar to, I think, what is it?
Like the most perfect fruit in the whole.
What did you say? What do they taste?
Best fruit in the whole entire world.
Best fruit in the whole entire world. They are supposedly similar to Cape gooseberries, I think it is, which I've never grown either, but they grow taller. The ground cherries are usually, supposedly fairly low to the ground, although some of these ones got quite tall this year. They are being, oh no, that's not being held up by the tomato. They just got very happy in the compost. It's hard to keep up with these ground cherries. There are just so many Some of them have fallen off a bit prematurely. You don't eat them when they're green because they're not good for you. They're in the nightshade family, so related to tomatoes, potatoes, peppers, eggplants, and nightshade weeds. Well, they self-sow in our garden now because obviously missed some of them. So it does get a bit hard to see them. Oh, I've got a bunch down there. So ones that get left in the ground, I'll just seed and then more will pop up, and you can transplant them as long as they get enough moisture when you're transplanting them. What are those? Are those nasturtium? Those nasturtium pods, I think. So once you've got them, you kind of keep the population going. They're different because they're not, obviously not really a vegetable, and they're sweet treat. So I don't have any recipes or anything to do with them yet. I guess I could always ever think about that. Mostly they're just snacks.
Oh no, that's a green one.
Oh dear, not a green one.
Is this one?
It's slightly greenish. Make sure the pod is nice and dry.
This one perfect?
That's a bit green. Yeah.
Can you eat it?
Scarlett's trying her first ground cherry. You bite it with your teeth?
Can you bite it?
That's it. How's that? Is it yummy? Do you like it? Just one to start with.
That's a bit green.
Is it yummy? We've got rain coming this evening, so I'm trying to get the harvesting done before the rain arrives. The sounds of children enjoying garden snacks. Peas. On to picking peas now. This is actually the first time I've ever grown peas because I don't like peas, and I didn't even plant these. They popped up from the pea straw. But the kids apparently really like fresh peas, so I might have to grow more peas. Certainly we've got enough here that there'll be plenty that dry out. We don't get them soon enough. We'll just save those for seeds to plant. Maybe, if I can get my head around surrendering garden space to my swan vegetable enemy. I'm just about losing the children in the jungle. There are so many ground cherries. It's getting a little bit nuts over here. This plant is showing signs of disease. Leaves getting all yellowy and brown around the edges. Probably blight. But, I mean, it's not like we have a shortage of ground cherries. I'm just having trouble harvesting everything because I'm tired. It's the snails that are chewing holes in the bean plants. See, look at this. At least these ones aren't too big. Little snails just chilling out eating the plants. It's not going to kill the plants, but, well, not with the small snails anyway, but snails are always a major problem if we don't keep on top of them. These peppers here in the arch trellis bed seem to be doing probably the best out of all the peppers so far. What are these? Burpees. It's a red thick-walled pepper. Actually, I can't remember if all of these ones are burpees. Or I think they are. They don't look quite like bell peppers. Okay, that's interesting. So those are ones that I'd use to make paprika. I wonder why they're doing that much better. Maybe it's because they're not right next to tomatoes. Or they probably got a bit more shade here, which actually probably helps them this season. Look, little traitorous cutworm caterpillar. Get him, get him. Oh, get rid of those. Then a bunch of different kinds of caterpillars around. Hello, you're back. Are you having a fun ride? Yeah? Well, it's not like these peppers are far away from tomatoes, because there are some right there that are diseased, but I think these ones were struggling a little bit at the start, but I think since they've got shelter from the salvias and the parsley and the beans, it's probably sheltering them a little bit from the rain, and the sun seems to be helping. But these peppers over here actually aren't doing too badly either. Now what are these? California Gold Wonder and a couple of other varieties in there. Maybe just less insects too. These ones in the tomato bed at the end. Actually, some of them are doing okay. They're rather a bit chewed, but I think they just really get a bit much sun. The sunniest end of the garden. They need the sun to ripen, but in our hot summers, sun all day is actually not the best thing for them. I say hot summers like it was a hot summer, which it was, yeah. But even so, sun all day on the days that it has been sunny, and our humid conditions is a lot for them. Just when I think I'm just about finished, there are more and more peas. Why are there so many peas in my garden? It's just not normal. You know, nothing's normal around here, is it? Some of these bean flowers are so pretty. What actually is this one? I really need to go look at my spreadsheet. So, Apache Red was first. I think I may have done them in alphabetical order. Is it Fat Goose? Good Mother Stellars. Holy Climbing? I don't know if that's Holy Climbing Bean, is it? What's that one? Oh no, that must be He Ducks a Shield Figure. Yes. Holy Climbing or Angel Bean. And then, what else did I do? I can't remember what I put there. I did yard long red noodle here. I don't know if any of them have come up. And then the Dua Cowboy, which can be eaten fresh as well. I think that's why I put that on the end. The yard long red noodle. Oh, maybe I have got. Is that one? Oh no. Oh no, that's the bush bean. Is it? Oh, I don't know. They used to do well at the start, but they just haven't done well in recent years for some reason. Well, not a bad harvest considering life circumstances at the moment. Thanks for joining us today, guys. Choose to grow hope, and we'll see you next time. Bye. Here they come. Look at your dirty little face. Whoa.